Thus all creation is a single chain. Because of that, we are not left alone in a closed scheme. So that is a great hope. That is a great promise also. Between a driving of inconscient force and an incommunicable absolute. Now that within and without he is enlarging to the inconscient force and the incommunicable absolute, the absolute unknowable, that is the unknowable inconscient force and the absolute, the subtle link, the chain, it is that soul which is really joining the two ends, you see. Thus all creation is a single chain. We are not left alone. What a great promise. We are not left alone in a closed scheme. There is a great promise. There is a great hope. Therefore, there is a great promise. There is a great hope. Therefore, there is a great expectation also. There is an expectation also. We had to do something. There is an expectation from between a driving of inconscient force and an incommunicable absolute. Our life is a spur in a sublime soul range. That link is now describing soul. Our life is a spur in a sublime soul range. Now, he has used a wonderful word here, spur. As a horse rider, you know what the spur is, how to prompt the horse to speed up, you see. how to urge it to move on. But Savitri is a master of English language. He is not using in that sense here spur in some sublime range. See, he is talking of spur and range. We are talking of spur and range. See, he is talking of spur and range. So, there is a connection between spur and range. He is not talking in terms of spurring, prodding, pushing your urge or something, driving something. It's not spur in that sense here. Spur is a projection of a mountain. A projection of a mountain. A mountain range, its projection is called a spur. Projection of a mountain is called a spur. Let me read out. Spur. Normally, what we conventionally use is spur is the goad's impelled urges. That is the goad. Something which goads, pushes forward. You put a kind of attractive thing and spur it also, or you kick it. The other meaning, which is of course a standard, a little classical meaning of the English language, spur, projecting laterally from a mountain. Something laterally projecting from a mountain. Or a mountain range. You have got mountain and something is projecting out like that. So that is called the spur. So, in this description, our life is a spur in a sublime soul range. See, it is a description of a mountain, sublime, soul range. It is a description of a mountain. So, the spur is a little lateral projection of that mountain. In other words, what is our life? Life is a projection of a mountain which is soul. Soul would stand here for the mountain range and the spur is here for the life. Our life is a spur, a projection in a sublime mountain range. Lofty, great, grand, imposing, majestic, impressive. That is the mountain. And of that projection, our life is only a small projection of that. Our being looks beyond its walls of mind. So as far as life is concerned, it is a spur. What is our bile? Our being looks beyond its walls of mind and it communicates with greater worlds. Our mind, our being. There are brighter earths and wider heavens than our. He has poured the entire spiritual realization in one single line. There are brighter earths and wider heavens than ours. See the line we scan. There are bright. This is an anapis. Oh my. There are bright. First is an anapis. Earths, I am. And white, I am. Hay, I am. Uns than ours, anapis. That is how the line will scan meticulously. You have got anapis, you have got I am, and anapis again. There are brighter earths and wider heavens than ours. And see the beauty of this line. How many R's are there? There are brighter earths, wider ours. The R alliteration is absolutely powerful here. There are brighter earths and wider heaven than ours. You see. It is that which really kind of rings the whole thing out, you see, everywhere. It means that R is spreading in brighter heavens as well as in brighter earths as well as in other heavens, you see. Now, what are brighter earths? What are heavens than ours? Wider heavens. He is talking of brighter earths and wider heavens. Beyond the physical world, the gross physical, beyond the world of earth, we can of course immediately understand wider heavens, mass, truth, consciousness, bliss. These are the wider heavens. Sat, Chit, Ananda, Vijnana, Sat, Chit, Ananda. They are the brighter heavens. They are the wider heavens. Vast, Brahat, what the Vedic Rishi would call Brahat. Brahat, vast, wide. Heavens. Mahas, Sat, Chit, Ananda. Or Satyam, Rutam, Brahat. That is what the Vedic Rishi would say, you see. These are the wider heavens there. There are, and our soul range, etc., what we are is only, but then our aim, objective is that. There are brighter earth than what our earth is. Our earth is a product of inconscience. Our earth is a product of inconscience. That is what I say. One of our parents is inconscious. Earth's parent, that is what we have seen earlier. Earth's parent, that is inconscience, is one of the parents of the earth, you see. Now he is not talking about that earth, but luckily this earth of ours, whose parent is inconscience, has a soul in earth. So that is the saving grace of this earth, you see. The other earths, yes, they may be bright. They are bright, but they don't have that soul in them. Those brighter earths don't have that soul. In other words, they are kind of static earths, typal earths, fixed earths. They cannot grow, expand, they cannot evolve more and more, they cannot bring higher and higher, greater and greater possibilities of the spirit into manifestation. The brighter earths cannot do that kind of a thing. Even the wider heavens cannot do that. It is only our little earth which has that psychic being can really bring out those possibilities of the spirit into manifestation. And that is why our earth becomes a significant place for evolution, for growth, a significant center of activity. Now, we will see the description of brighter heaven and wider earth in book 11, 148.10. In fact, the whole description is absolutely marvelous. Arisen beneath a triple mystic heaven. Arisen beneath a triple mystic. Arisen beneath a triple mystic heaven. Triple mystic heaven. He is clearly saying Satchidananda. Triple mystic heaven. Satchidananda. the seven immortal earths were seen sublime. Seven immortal earths were seen sublime. Below Sachidananda are the seven immortal earths. These are seven immortal earths, but our earth is a mortal earth. It is called Mrityu Loka. Our earth is called Mrityu Loka, where death is present. In those seven earths, there is no death at all, you see. They are deathless. Immortal earth, he says immortal here. So, our earth is a Mrityu Loka. Seven immortal earths were seen sublime, homes of the blessed, release from death and sleep, where grief can never come, nor any pang, arriving from self-loss and seeking one, after heaven nature's chainless quietude and mighty posture of eternal calm, is pose of ecstasy immutable. Plains lay, the seen to expanse of God's wide sleep. Thought's wings climb up towards heaven's vast repose, lost in blue deeps of immortality. A chained earth nature felt the breath of peace. Earth nature. Now then he is describing all the seven earths here. We will not go into that now, you see. Now the entire description, there are a dozen sentences. We describe the seven immortal earths. Brighter earths. Here we have only the reference of brighter earths. There are brighter earths and wider heaven. The triple mystic heaven. Satchitananda. There are realms where being broods in its own depth, being Sat. There are realms, the worlds of Sat. There are realms where being broods in its own depth, being Sat, existence. It feels in its immense dynamic core, Chit, dynamic core, its nameless and found and born potency, cry for expression in the unsaved one. So that being is crying for expression in the unsaved one. It wants shapes, it wants form, it wants figures, it wants features, it wants qualities which are absent in reality. In fact, the entire process of manifestation is to bring out qualities of Satchidananda into existence. It has no shapes here. I want to be many, I want to be multiple, I want to be many. Cry for expression in the unsaved one, ineffable, beyond ignorance and death, the images of the ever-living truth. That is the such part of it. Ever-living. Look out from a chamber of its self-wrapped soul. They are looking out from it. It is kind of trapped in itself, but it wants now to come out. As if to its own inner witness gaze, the spirit holds up its mirror, self and worth. A power and passion of the timeless art, a power and passion of his timeless art, a power and passion of his timeless art. What a line again, you see. A power and passion of his timeless art. The figures of his formless ecstasy, they have not taken its form because it is unsaved, you see. Formless ecstasy, the grandeur of his multitudinous might. So again, the echo is of multitudinous, of shapes, of qualities, of many, you see. So there are realms where being bruised. So he is describing those details of to some extent.